Hope you like the sound of stretching tape because today we are packing orders. Alright guys, I've been wanting to do a pack orders with me video for a while, but because I do handmade art and each item takes so long to make, to do a packing video would be like days of work. But off camera, behind the scenes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baby mobiles to pack. So let's get started. I want to go ahead and start with packing this German short-haired pointer baby mobile. Off camera, I already hand painted it. Every little freckle, put on its little ribbon, and so now it's ready to be boxed. So let's get that going. All right, starting off with the big box. If there was one part of my business that I could outsource, number one would be packing. Tape that I already pre-stretched. Being dorky. Oh, I messed that one up. A little excessive on the tape there, but it's okay. I am an artist in and out. I love creating things, making new things, working with my hands, painting, and putting things together. So after I'm done creating things, I try to pack orders every other day or at least every 3 days, which gives me time in between to make my orders. But then when it comes to that day, I end up packing, and it feels like an all-day event. Even if I'm only packing maybe 10 or 11 boxes. I know I've mentioned this before in my channel, but I am a stay-at-home mom, and I do have 4 children. My 2 youngest only being 1 year old and 3 years old. So they're not old enough to take themselves to use the restroom or to grab a cup of water or a bite to eat. So when it comes to packing, there are a lot of breaks in between every order in which I must go and attend to my little babies. And that's perfectly fine. This what I do here is my dream job. This is like, I couldn't ask for anything more. And my 2 older boys, who are 8 and 11, they are homeschooled. And right now we're on summer break. So they're just having fun, being creative, playing outside, riding their bikes, drawing, just doing things to keep themselves busy. So they don't typically interrupt me too often while I'm packing these orders, but I am looking forward to the day where they are old enough and strong enough to actually help me box these up. Yes, do you want to pack my orders for me? That would be very nice. The problem is it's just the tape dispenser is so heavy. You have to have like a nice strong wrist and the finesse. Because my mother-in-law, who's in her late 60s, wanted to retire from her job so bad. She sold, I think, car insurance, and she really wanted to retire. However, she needed another little job to supplement her income if she was going to retire. So I said, yeah, you could come work for me. And we tried it out one day. It didn't work out. She could not use the tape dispenser. She couldn't box anything. Every 5 minutes I was being called back to what I call my packing warehouse. In our old home, we had this room in the middle of our house. It was a breezeway between the garage and the main house, and that's where we kept all of our packing supplies. So she's like, I need help with this box. I can't read this label. So many little things. So it didn't work out, but hey, you can't outsource everything, and that's just the hard truth of being a small business owner. Just finding help is honestly one of the hardest parts. I know the low-hanging fruit is to hire family, but it doesn't always work out. So sometimes people think that being a small business owner is so glamorous. And I have to just tell you the cold hard truth. It's not glamorous. It's fitting in orders and customer service in between breakfast, lunch, maybe before dinner. Maybe I'm at a hockey game and I have a customer who can't download a file, and you know, it is a chaotic lifestyle, but I wouldn't trade it for a regular job any day. My husband and I, we both went to college. We both got a bachelor's of science in 2 different in majors. Which is so hilarious, I got a major in criminology because at that time my dream was to work in the criminal justice system. I wanted to do something along the lines of being a public defender, which thank God I didn't go down that path, because now as a mother, there's no way I'm leaving my kids in the care of anyone else at all. And we don't have parents, like grandparents, who could take on that responsibility of watching our children for it. So I'm so glad that I have this job and I am able to stay home and do this all day. But I will tell you, it's not glamorous. When I decided I wanted to start this YouTube channel, a part of me, because I'm like a big dreamer and I'm just like so confident that I can at least try. And so I've been trying on this YouTube channel now, trying to record 1 video once a week. And I will tell you, it is pretty hectic to go and get out of my yoga pants and get my hair out of my bun. And I don't typically wear any makeup on any given day. I feel like in person I do look better without makeup, but on camera without it, I look really pale and washed out. So not sure how long I can keep up with this challenge of doing the YouTube channel, because I don't think I'm too fit for it, but I want to try and I'm going to give it a try. So I'm going to be finishing up on my orders here quite soon. I know I said in the beginning of this video I had 9 I was going to box. However, like I said, towards the end of this video, my 2 little ones are ready for me to make dinner. So I end up turning off the camera and going and making dinner and then just coming back and boxing the rest later. But I thought this video was a fun video to record and kind of show you a sneak peek of kind of what happens behind the scenes of a small business girl who works from home. Here I am trying to make my package a little bit cuter. There was a time when I invested in tissue paper and wrapping paper and satin bows, and I didn't really find it made any difference on getting customer reviews because I'm into really low waste and I'm not really into like plastic and stuff that just gets thrown in the trash. So I've tried to minimize my packaging to just recycled craft paper and a little bit of yarn. Well guys, this video is coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me as I packed orders. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on my video next week. Have a very blessed day.